Alright, let me stop this.
Oh. Wait.
No, we want to record at the same time we're streaming.
Wait.
Right about there.
Let me start that over.
Damn it, Dylan.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Uncommon Sense. I am your uncommon host Billy the Kid and you have reached the most uncommon place on the internet where we question everything and learn together. And of course, with me is my good friend
Uncle Butch, and I'm here in the studio, and I'm so excited because we got to use a song by good friends of ours, and a good band altogether, Owls and Aliens. And as you see, I'm a avid supporter. We love you guys, and I want to thank you guys for allowing us to use that song for our introduction and for our intros for 2023. We really appreciate it. We know you're on tour. You got a lot going on right now. If you're watching, hey, thank you very much. Love you.
And of course you guys can check out the links for everything Owls and Aliens down below. Support the band, listen to their music, download their stuff,
Get their
buy
merch.
t-shirts.
Yes, I'm getting, I got a couple shirts. I'm going to get a couple more hoodies, and yeah, we're going to rock this place. Heck yeah, Owls and Aliens. Fuck yeah.
We do love those guys though. Alright, moving on a little bit. We do want to give shout outs to our local businesses and remind everyone that it is very important to support your local businesses and to keep the community flowing. And the community can't flow if the money is not flowing through.
That's right. That's right. We need our community. We need our local businesses. Without our local businesses, we have no community here.
That's
and
right.
we need to support one another. Get back to those days, man. Let's not stop. Let's stop hating people, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not do this anymore. Let's go back to being something special, something that the world admired.
Well, and local businesses tend to buy locally.
Yeah.
So you're supporting them and they're supporting someone else, local farmers or, you know, whatever.
They're buying locally. And
local
next thing,
producers
yeah.
and whatnot.
And that's how you support one another. You know, the guy might have a mechanic shop. You know, it's a local mechanic shop.
Support the little guy.
Support the little
Yeah.
guy. And there's a lot of businesses here locally that we do support.
Oh, absolutely.
We will see if we can't get some of their merchandise to go ahead and
so we can rock local merch.
Yep, rock our local merch. Support them as well.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And just like communities, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our supporters.
That's right.
I mean,
we need our supporters.
And we literally make nothing off of this, you guys. We just do it for the fun of doing it and trying to keep that community feeling and, you know, that mindset out there somewhere.
Right.
And of course, this is live, so you are free to chat in the live chat. Any questions, comments, we will
Try our
address.
best to answer them.
Yeah, but we'll do it after the show. We don't want
At the end.
to interrupt
near
the show
end.
too much with
No,
that sort of thing.
no, definitely
All right,
not.
and again, thank you, Owls and Aliens. You guys are awesome. We love you.
We love you. Good luck and much success to you guys.
Speaking of Owls and Aliens, you can check out their video,
Romanticize
the Sorrow, on, of course, YouTube. Their YouTube page looks like so. All over YouTube. And then, of course, check out their website owlsandaliens.com.
That's right. We need to support them. They're a local band. We're local podcasters, if you want. And we're just supporting one another.
That's right. So, owlsandaliens.com. That's owls, A-N-D, aliens.com.
You guys rock.
Moving on with the show a little bit here. Speaking of local issues, we're going to talk about this article here from Oregon Firearms Federation.
Yeah, it came out yesterday, which was kind of surprising because yesterday.
Is this a joke?
It is April Fool's, so a lot of people think, hey, this is a joke, but this is not a joke. This is not a test.
Neither was that. I just spilled. What?
See what happens when you go live?
I got a little too excited there. Sorry, guys.
Sorry about that.
It happens.
So, Oregon Firearms Federation. This is not an April Fool's joke. Senate Bill 348, Przanski's omnibus anti-gun bill, is now scheduled for a, quote, work session on Monday at 1 p.m. So, and those that might not know, go ahead.
Work sessions are where bills are amended and passed to the floor for a vote of the entire Senate. The Senate Judiciary Committee has a new amendment for the bill. The amendment is 69 pages, but the most important element is on the last page. Under this amendment,
it will be unlawful to challenge the clearly unconstitutional language of the bill anywhere but Marion County.
Yep. The most
Marion
liberal county in Oregon.
Huh. Am I wrong, or is that up in Portlandia?
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, we need to just stay Oregon, and they can be their own little weird island.
Right, Idaho.
We can cut them out and can just kind of shove them out into the abyss called the Pacific.
The Pacific. If we push them far enough.
It's like Alcatraz. Just kind of shove it out there. Okay, yeah, so you won't be able to dispute this at all unless you're in Marion County, Oregon. Section 23, any action challenging the legality, including the constitutionality of this 2023 act, must be commenced in the Circuit Court of Marion County. What BS? Like, seriously, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot is that?
Yes. Yeah, that's just ridiculous.
It's no secret why, even without this amendment, it was clear that the bill was drafted to undermine the lawsuits against Measure 114. According to the far left Oregon, when asked about the previous amendment, Przanski didn't answer directly when asked if the amendment is designed to get around the lawsuits over Measure 114. So he refused to comment about whether or not this was a direct workaround.
Right.
Well, the overlords haven't said I was allowed to speak of that.
Yes, that's something I'm not allowed to comment on. So sorry.
Who's your overlord? And company.
Well, let's see. His last name begins and ends with S.
Yeah, he's one of them.
Yeah, he's one of them.
There's another one that ends with that, or begins with S too.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of R's in there. Oh, there's a nice M.
Yeah. Gotta have
Precursor by the JP, of course.
Yeah.
And company.
And company.
Don't forget the multiple B's.
Right. So, should this bill pass, countless Oregonians will become criminals overnight. Possession of virtually any magazine will qualify you for a year in jail. That's right, any magazine. Any magazine.
Mm-hmm.
The bill does not outlaw magazines over 10 rounds. It outlaws magazines that could be over 10 rounds.
Could be.
That could be.
Could be. So that completely leaves it up to your liberal officer as to whether or not he thinks it could be.
Right.
The work session is currently scheduled for Monday. Blah, blah, blah. The Democrats are doing all they can to make sure this passes, and fighting it in court will be far more difficult than it should be in a free society. It's because we no longer are a free society.
No, we're not.
We're a corporation.
Well, the Democrats, I have to say, have been pushing this democracy for a long time.
The unfortunate thing, though, is that the Republicans push it too, just from a different angle.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem as obvious to a lot of Republicans.
Right.
That are,
There's a lot of Republicans out there that still refer to us as a democracy, and those Republicans are rhinos.
Mm-hmm.
Each and every last one of them.
And if you don't want to be a rhino, then learn the difference.
Yeah, we are a constitutional republic. Have been for over 200 years. You're trying, or I don't want to say you're, I'll say they're trying.
They and company. Oh.
They're trying.
Yes.
To convert us over to a socialist state called democracy.
And it all started with the 1871 Organic Act, which led to the Federal Reserve.
Right.
Cheers. Anyway.
Liberal tears.
Those political tears. They're so thirst quenching.
Aren't they though?
They are. They
Gotta
really
love
are. Yeah. If Republican senators are on the floor when this is voted on, they will effectively be voting yes just by showing up. The Senate Republican leader can stop this. Call him, Tim Knopp, at 503-986-1727. That's 503. Sorry. I was trying to be all commercial-like and screwed up.
That's 503-986-1727.
Again, that's Tim Knopp at 503-8. Gosh, I did it again.
You can't even say.
I can't even do it.
Can you read?
But I learned yesterday.
I thought it was new tongue. I was just trying it out for the dealership. They said it was new. I think it was used.
That's all, folks. 503-986-1727. Oh, you can also visit him at www.oregonlegislature.gov/KNOPP.
Again, we'll try to leave a link down in the description about this. If you don't believe us, what do we say all the time? Question everything. Learn together. Question. Learn.
Ask
Search,
more questions.
do the research, look it up for yourself, see if we're misrepresenting this in any way, shape, or
Wasn't it
form.
Plato, too, that said, it was one of them great thinkers from the the Golden Ages or whatever.
Right, Greek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one of them, he said something to the effect of, intelligence is not simply the memorizing of facts.
Right.
But it's knowing how to use those facts and to think for oneself.
Right.
So, we gotta learn to think.
We have to learn to be free thinkers.
Yeah. And, frankly, it's hard for everybody to do because we've all been kind of trained to think the way they want us to think.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Alright, but that wraps it up on that. Just keep that in mind. They're trying to bypass everything and go over our heads and
they're trying
make it so we can't fight it in what
stay informed.
Free society we have left. Okay, so speaking of fighting within a free society, let's see, which one is this? Oh yeah, Forbes breaking news.
Yeah.
You want to read the title?
Yeah. Let's see, this was posted 8 days ago. Forbes breaking title. Please note some of these photos. Wesley Hunt points out Antifa threats, pre-January 6th violence. And what we're going to be covering is the January 6th violence here that they're referring to.
And we haven't watched this, so we're gonna see
Or
what
is
it's
this
all
the
about.
one on is this the one on the, no, this isn't the January 6th one, is it?
Well, it mentions January 6th,
Oh,
I
okay.
guess. I'm not really sure. I just clicked on it. It was on our homepage
Alright.
earlier when we clicked on stuff, trying to figure out what we're doing here.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I want to thank the witnesses for being here. I really appreciate your time. Really appreciate it. Thank you. When parents begin exercising their right to question their local school boards during the height of COVID, amid mass mandates, woke curricula, and harassment in schools, how did the DOJ respond? The Department of Justice responded under Merrick Garland with directing the public to report threats of violence to school board members, officials, and workers in our national public schools to a national hotline. One particular case, a mom was reported to the hotline as a threat because she was A, conservative, and B, she was a lawful gun owner, like myself. The complainant alleged that the mom was a threat because she belonged to a right-wing group known as Moms for Liberty, and I have...
Moms for Liberty.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a right-wing group.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just want, oh, let's see, freedom. Oh, they don't want government control. They don't want the government to tell them
Yeah.
what to do.
Or how to educate their children.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
How or where to educate your children.
Right.
I have a real problem with identifying people like this because it's your right to belong to whoever you want to belong to, and that's your freedoms. Another investigation opened because a tip to the hotline, a dad was investigated because according to the complainant, the dad fit the profile of an insurrectionist.
Of an insurrectionist.
What?
Wow.
And for those who are going to be listening when we put this on Anchor, the caption down here from Forbes says Judiciary CMTE holds hearing called the Biden admin's chilling of parents' fundamental rights.
Right. They're trying to chill our rights.
Yeah.
So we don't have rights.
Yeah.
Well, what they're trying to do is saying that, and I've seen a lot of teachers do this. They'll sit there and they'll say, hey, we're in control of the kids. Those are our kids. The parents have no right to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They literally, and they talk about them like it's their children.
Right. It's not your children.
And
you know when it becomes your children? When there's an active shooter in the school. You know when it becomes your children? Is when there's a suspicious person lingering around the school.
Mm-hmm.
You know when it's your children? When it's time to educate them on basic fundamental
and that's the key
facts.
word there. Educate them.
Educate, not indoctrinate. I'm sorry, that's just a sore subject, touchy subject with
Good
me.
rant for you.
Yeah.
I don't really know what that means, but that's interesting. And he had a lot of guns and threatened to use them. Yep.
Well, trespassers and whatnot.
Yeah.
Let's back it up just a little bit.
Had a lot of guns and threatened to use them. Yet when the FBI asked about the complainant about these threats from the dad, the complainant admitted that no specific information or observations or any crimes or threats. According to the FBI, not one of these school board-related investigations resulted in federal arrest or charges, not a single one. Recently, the DOJ announced that they were going to continue to prosecute people from January 6th to the tune of around 1,000 more people to be charged in not so distant future. Now, January 6th was over 2 years ago.
Crazy.
And the DOJ is still looking to...
more people.
Right.
Yeah, how many Yeah.
Take something down the low.
how many gangbangers and
Right.
and,
Yeah. How many people are they letting free? are they letting
And the
out of
Antifa
prison?
people.
Yeah, the Antifa people.
The drug runners.
Yeah, the child
The
molesters,
thieves.
the rapists.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're letting all these people out, but they're gonna lock you up because why? Because you're not going along with their ideology.
Mm-hmm. Because you're using your American right to stand against your government.
Right. Yep.
There's 1,000 more people on
their list now. Wow.
Yeah.
To charge more people. Yet, when there is a true domestic terror threat like Antifa, the DOJ did not direct people to a national hotline, nor do they report these threats to our communities. Now, my colleagues on the left will tell you that Antifa doesn't exist. It's an idea. But my question is where is the intellectual curiosity to determine how Antifa, a highly coordinated domestic terrorist organization, is funded and organized? The DOJ did not set up a hotline for Antifa. They set up a hotline for you. Mm-hmm. No federal resources were set aside to investigate the violence that we saw unleashed across this country during the Summer of Love in 2020.
Yeah.
Please note some of these photos. Wait a minute, that's not January 6th. That's May 31st, 2020. That's right in front of the White House. That's where the president lives. And at the time, President Trump was ushered into a bunker because his life was being threatened.
Yeah,
where was the
talk about that one though.
No.
Next photo.
Oh yeah, we remember those days.
That's not January 6th either. That's July 27th. That is in Portland. And that is Antifa rioting and pillaging our country. Where was the hotline?
What was that?
Yeah.
What was that, like 190 days or something like that they wreaked havoc up there in Portland?
Yep.
It was something like that.
Yeah. But yet, when people went to stand up against them, you know, a group of people...
They were arrested.
They were arrested.
Yeah.
Not Antifa.
Yeah.
And they were
Even
labeled
that guy that
as
got
domestic terrorists because they believe in the Constitution, the Bill of Rights.
Mm-hmm. Or
And they're
that guy that
standing
got
up for the
shot up
country.
there.
Yeah.
They tried to say he was like some kind of domestic terrorist or whatever.
Right.
Proud Boy or something. I don't know. Stupid labels. Yeah, they tried to, you know, justify it as to like he was some kind of terrorist.
Right. He's not a terrorist.
And you watched the video? Did you ever see that video?
I think I did.
Where it actually showed him getting shot?
Yeah.
He was basically shot in the back.
Yeah.
How is that justified in any way? Just point that out.
Yeah.
Fine. Next slide. Well, hot damn. That's not January 6th either.
No.
Those are more rioters that are destroying and rioting in Salt Lake City. Next slide. I believe, is that it? But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
And that's not January 6th either. That's June 1st, 2020. And that's the streets of D.C. being rioted and pillaged by rioters. Where's the outrage? Where's the hotline? This is what domestic terror looks like. This is not a school board meeting. There is no hotline for any of these riots. And we are going to have a hotline that's going to report parents for caring about their children's education.
Yeah.
Right.
And even further, the DOJ would rather investigate 1,000 more people from January 6th than any single person in these photos. What a shame. And that is why this is no longer the Department of Justice. It is the Department of Subjective Justice.
Yes.
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 That's the Department of
Subjective Justice.
I love it.
Love it.
Oh, DOSJ.
With that, I yield back.
With that, I yield back.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Oh, amen to you, good sir. Amen. All right. Last but not least, there has apparently been another train derailment,
Yeah.
which I hadn't heard about. And of course, we can't believe everything we see on the internet, especially TikTok. But this was sent to us So we're going to check it out. Drain
You might
carrying
wanna mute-
ethanol.
Can you mute this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to get. dinged.
Mute. Breaking. Drain carrying ethanol has derailed, causing it to explode.
This was on
Raymond-
March 30th.
Yes, just a couple days ago, guys. Raymond, Minnesota. Holy cow.
Yeah. Alright, so people need to start asking serious questions. What is causing all these derailments?
Well, kind of like we encourage people, what was it, 2 years ago now? Or last year? Was it last year? Anyways. All the food plant things.
Yeah.
You're telling me
Oh,
this is
yeah.
all just coincidence, people? Come on.
Right. This is not coincidence. This is
It's happening all across the country in various different places, and you're going to tell me that it's just a coincidence.
this is a planned destruction of the United States of America by trying to starve us out
Yeah.
into compliance. They're trying to do everything they can to make us comply.
And
They're
if we're not going to
devaluing
comply,
the
we're
dollar.
going to get sick and die.
Right, we're turning into a
Well,
third
right.
world country, and it is right now
Mhm.
a banana republic
Yeah.
with the recent happenings with Donald Trump, with
Yep.
the indictment of him. This is a political hit. It's a political hit,
Mm-hmm.
and it has no merit. There
Nope.
is no foundation to it. But yet
But
people,
the whole thing with
yeah.
the Trump indictment and whatnot, I don't know. There's so much of it that's like, is this all just part of the show? I can't help but think that.
No,
You know?
I think it's slowly unraveling stuff that's happening
Well,
and being exposed for
sense,
what they are.
Yeah, too. Obviously, because they're taking it way too far and more people are going to wake up, I think. But, that said, parts of it just kind of give me the, what is that? QAnon vibe,
Right.
you know? And I'm like, something's a little psyop-y here.
Yeah, definitely.
Smells like fish. Psyops smell like fish. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, with that, we need to wrap this up for today.
Yeah, I don't think that was too bad.
I don't think it
kind
was
of
really
a
bad.
test run
On running
on
live
how many
with you
times
guys.
Billy can screw up which button is clicked. Again?
All right. Well, before we go, I just want to once again, thank Owls and Aliens. You guys rock. We love you guys. Thank you so much. We promise we'll do our best to bring honor to the song. So, and I know our viewers and all of our uncommoners are gonna love the song.
I think
They're
they
gonna
will.
love the
I mean,
band.
there might be some that won't, just because, like the kind of scream metal parts in it, some people don't like that. But, that's fine too. But either way, it's that local support and the
Yeah.
let's go back to the heart of everything, Let's bring
Yeah.
back garage bands and independent music and yeah.
Yeah.
The community feeling, and it goes back to the support your local businesses and
Right.
keep the community alive with that local flow of things.
Exactly.
So, all right,
Well,
you guys.
Well, like I always say, don't believe the bullshit.
And stay uncommon. And if I can find the right button.